How's it going, everybody? It is Lockhart here, and today we are going to go over the banner for Higan Eruthyll and some of the changes and hotfixes that have happened for this banner. So, first thing is you can see that Wander Fantasy is here, number 3. Yay! Anyway, I love it so much. So, a couple of the fixes. As we continue to lag. Wander Fantasy, obviously. Elemental Rhapsody drops on the 22nd, which is amazing because definitely the time to drop on those is super clutch because they're so hard to farm and everything is so ether intensive. The energy that it takes to do quests in this game, especially the high level ones, I think it's just a lot. It's like too much. It almost makes it hard to build new units. When I got both Qingwu and Mo, it was like brutal. So y'all fix it, please. Mesmerizing Labyrinth drop ×2 on the 29th, which is perfect because that is just before the Sunday. So I'll try to hoard whatever I can up until that Sunday because then I get to, I don't have a lot of 5-star plays anyway, so it'd just be great to have. Even if they're the Mesmerizing Labyrinth ones, they're still all right. And then we have Fadista and Momo for the poll, as well as Eluya, and their the plays are Nightingale, and we'll go over that as well. The interesting thing here is that one of the quality of life changes is this right here, which is super sick. The colors of the items and the rarities have been changed to become a little bit more vibrant. And it's very noticeable, and I'm enjoying it a lot because the greens, blues, and purples honestly just all look the same because the colors are so dim. Classic replay function added. Classic replay is an auto battle mode. It uses history data of your lineup that achieved the 3-star objective. And then added alert messages and timer bars for the boss. The transitional scene for the boss is optimized. 2 new mechanisms are added to the Director Showdown. Optimize the security, so we'll take a look at that, and then optimize the security function and guide for the phone with a home button, and then added affix locker function, which I already bought from the Mesmerizing Labyrinth, but you can go there and you can grab it, and basically all it is it will hold an adaptation in place, so that way you can. So this was one of the things that they were talking about, like if you have like a really strong substat for one of your plays, you use this to lock it in so you can continue to roll. Okay. Added Fadista story, which we'll take a look, and then fix issues with the current formation of the refreshes, so all Director Showdown stuff. And then this one, to fix the crashing issue playing Grand Drape on some iOS devices, which lol, but feels bad because that. And then make sure to get your hotfix stuff, and then any trippies that you had left over have been changed to credits, which is super legit. Now, Wander Fantasy, same old. Just make sure that you do the improvised poem daily, and then the classic poem you can do once, and then make sure you go and you do these like select challenges. Super easy. But you don't have to select all the challenges. You understand me? So as you unlock all the challenges, you just do the 2 pairs at a time to get that extra currency, so that way you can buy out the shop. Right, because the shop is still legit no matter how you look at it. Tickets, awakening materials and such, and just don't miss out on these as well. These are so useful. Do the extra farming, pick them up. They just go such a long way, especially in terms of like making them into the higher tier materials too. So that's your Wander Fantasy. I will probably never guide about it because I am just uber trash, unfortunately. So Nightingale, yep. So this is cool. When I took a look at Fadista, one thing, and makes sense why they released Eluya, is her skill, or her kit. So let's take a look. Sorry, I got a little lost there for a second. So Fadista is like this singing unit, but it's healer buffer, and then Momo is just damage AoE. So we'll take a look at those as well. Eluya, some of y'all have already picked her up. Really strong assassin, probably the only assassin, one of the SSR assassins that are S tier and early and potential, but she requires a manual to really do well. And then you have Nightingale, Fadista and Momo's plays, and then you have Eluya's play, which I think is super dope because you know, the Mikey Corleone is definitely a harking to Godfather, which was a long movie. So let's take a look at Fadista. So categorize healing buff, voiceover coming soon. So harmonization, buff, recovery, passive. This is cool because basically she just restores health per second, and she chooses one ally to be in harmonizer, and this ally is in priority order in auto, which is assassin, hoplite, ranger, guardian, and then caster, and then healer. So the harmonizer, Fadista and the harmonizer mutually benefits from their healing received. When one receives healing, the other is healed by 50% of the healing received. This effect won't be triggered recursively. When the harmonizer's HP falls to 40%, Fadista transfers 3% of her max HP to the harmonizer. This effect won't be counted as a healing or triggering when Fadista HP falls below 20%. And then when we take a look at her regular attack, Fadista phonographs amps up sounds and pressures to the target, dealing magic damage. So yep, makes sense. Fadista sings. So first skill, Fadista sings Flourish a Ballad, gains Felicity, and heals the target, heals an ally by percentage of her max HP. If the ally is Umbra, their following basic attacks will inflict 1 stack of Dark Mark, and this is cool. So restores health of whatever, and within 6 seconds. So basically that is just a region. And then Dark Mark, apply 1 random debuff. This effect lasts 5 seconds, max 7 debuffs, meaning that a person with high attack speed will be able to stack these on quite a bit, right? And I think that is just super cool. Okay. Inner sound. So the alternative, Fadista lets her inner sound be heard, healing all eyes. So AoE healing over of her max HP within 6 seconds, during which the Umbra character's skill damage increases by 30%. So again, Eluya makes sense, right? So you get harmonizing with her, and then she's able to basically give her an additional benefit of being able to stack on debuffs, which will be just 3. And that might be pretty good considering Eluya just goes to the back line because of her skills, and that's what assassins do. And so then we go to the alt. Fadista dances to a unique song that only she can hear fully. She heals the ally of the lowest percentage HP by a percentage of her max HP every second for 10 seconds. If the ally is Umbra, the healing effect increases by 50%. Meanwhile, Fadista deals magic damage equal to 3% of HP to a random enemy. This skill will deal an extra damage to the same amount against shields first. So, one of the things I kind of mentioned in my last video is that I feel like we're going into mono element teams. And after Qingwu and Mo banner, I feel like we have Fadista and Eluya banner, and I really feel like, okay, so we did the Wind mono team, now we're working towards dark mono team. So let's take a look at Momo. So Momo, damage AoE, so caster. Every enemy is a book to Momo. She will analyze and dissect the book when reading. Momo's basic attack skill will inflict 1 stack of dissection on the target enemy. Dissection. Momo deals magic damage equal to percentage AP to the enemy with 4 stacks of dissection against 1 stack of archive. After that, all dissection stacks will be consumed. This effect lasts for 8 seconds. AP and archive is AP increased by 1%. This effect lasts until the battle is over. Max stacks of 15%. So just sounds like someone who can like steamroll, but it requires a longer battle, which I'm not even sure if that's even possible because a lot of the battles are so timed, right? So she would have to attack pretty fast. I don't know. Pen to paper. Momo puts her pen to paper, dealing magic damage. Okay. First skill, be inspired. Debuff, buff, and active. Momo draws inspiration from her enemies, steals 30% attack. There it is. 30% attack speed, 50% alt energy, and 450 magic resist from the energy, and gains the stats herself. This effect is going to stack up to 3. So there is no time limit on this. That is kind of cool. Because again, you got to think that it's she doesn't use her skill. Her skills aren't what does the damage. It's her passive that does the damage, more or less, right? And then we have harsh comments. Momo makes harsh comments about her enemies within a circle and criticizes them 2 times, each time inflicting 1 stack of criticism on the targets. The skill deals magic damage equal to a high percentage AP in total. Criticism dissections damage increased by 3% to the target receiving criticism. This effect lasts for 12 seconds, max 10 stacks. Okay, so if you can build innate attack speed, you can just stack on the dissection, which dissection is really only is 4 stacks, so it's just a 3% increase. Interesting. And then her ult is Masterpiece Archives. Momo gathers enough material to write Masterpiece. She consumes 30% of her current archive stacks and increases Archive's max stack by 10. Meanwhile, she gains Inspiration Overflow within 18 seconds. Within 18 seconds. Inspiration Overflow. Self-skill cards energy costs reduced by 1. Okay. Upon casting a skill, has a 70% chance to draw 1 self-skill card. Oh, so she uses her ult. She can kind of like snowball. So if you use like maybe Be Inspired, I'm thinking. And then Archive AP increases by 1% to 2%. This effect lasts until the battle is over, max 15 stacks. If she can somehow build through plays a lot of attack speed. So let's take a look at the plays, right? Shall we? Illuya, everybody kind of knows. Assassin, yada yada. I got really close to the pity last time, but I don't think I'll be pulling on these. I don't know yet, so we'll see. Let's take a look at Nightingale. So increase max HP, obviously. Upon entering battle, when granting buff to ally for the first time, grants them Flash of Inspiration of the same duration. A unit with Flash increases crit rate increased by... What is this? Wow. Wow, that's like such a good support card. Oh man, that's such a good increase inspirations. 20% crit rate, 30% crit damage, 7.5% lifesteal. So Illuya, who is traditionally already squishy AF, can like basically turn into like this self-sustaining frontliner almost. And what is her kit does increase damage based on the... What happened to the font here? Holy cannoli. Alright, let's just take a look at this one. Unyielding is increased by 10%. The character deals increased damage based on their missing HP. Max damage scaling caps at 20% HP. Increases physical damage by 25%. Increase 40% if the character equipped is. So of course, just busted crazy amounts of damage, and like and then just like the type of character that can literally like be 1 hit away from dying, but also hits like a truck with like those 2 things together, which now I'm enticed to pull Illuya's plays. Okay, and now we take a look here. Increase so 2-piece set, HP 10. Sure, healing effect increases by 2.5 per second, max 10 stacks. All stacks were removed after casting a spell. Oh, that's interesting. Healing effect increases by 2.5 per second. So 25%. So this is like generically used, and it's like not necessarily the worst either. Would be good for like a healer, like Rocco almost, I want to say, but she has her own thing too though. Okay, so we have some interesting plays. They have really geared out these units really well, so that is amazing to see. So okay, so let's wrap that up, because we're hitting about 15 minutes, and I didn't want to get into it too much. And the last thing is going to be directors. So let's take a look at that. Directors Showdown. 2 additional. So we have these. Okay. Oh, all right. Season bonus. Okay. Cool. And then maybe if we take a, oops, maybe we'll do here. If we take a look, oh no, I didn't want to do that. And if we take a look at the plugin, there it is. Okay, so what do we have? Upon entering the battle, fast. Nope, that's old. And what's this one? 2 more. Oh, that's old. Oh, okay, so literally, it's just 2 more. It's just 2 more. Okay, cool. All right, well, I'll take it. 2. Oh, no. Ooh, feels bad. I'm a dummy. All right. So, that is your update. If you've watched until this point, please feel free to like and subscribe and share and all that stuff. The Higan community has been way too kind to me. Y'all been super awesome, and I feel like really actively subscribing. I want to say, like, I don't know, like, I don't have a lot, right? I'm only at like 151, but I feel like 30% of y'all are from this game, even though it's like my least viewed videos. But I just love the game, and I want to continue to just talk about it. You know, like, maybe I'm not good enough to go out there and do like these tutorial videos, but I am thoroughly enjoying just covering your updates and such. So that's kind of it. Thank you so much. Again, if I get to 1K subs or 100K views, I would love to, you know, do a little raffle for some lucky person to be able to get Gunpla, because that is a beloved hobby of mine, and I do enjoy quite a bit. So would love to share that with somebody and celebrate with y'all for hitting that milestone, because for me right now it is super pipe dream. I don't know when I'll get there, but if I can get there within the year, that would be hella dope, you know? So that's it. Thank you so much. Have a great evening. It's been super hot, so make sure to stay hydrated, eh? And other than that, have a great night.